train your team daily. Are we actually doing this? Are we actually training our team on a daily basis? See, if you are an owner and if you can actually lose out on energy, if you can actually feel that I'm not giving my 100%, I'm not getting my 100% energy from within, don't you think the same thing will also happen with your team? Don't you think that your team will also get disheartened? Don't you think that your team will also have certain things affecting their mind? Don't you think that their interests will also be like, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I only do with this job? Should I only focus on this particular business? Should I only focus upon this network marketing company? Should I focus on doing something else as well? That's important that you train your team daily. And if you say that, Rahul sir, I work individually, you got to get your own self trained. How many of you actually train your team daily? Even if it's for 10 minutes, do you do that or do you don't do that? Or are you not doing it? So many of us are actually weekly. All right, good. If that's weekly, try doing it every second day, alternate days. Please start doing that. Not on a daily basis. Just find out 10, 15 minutes early in the morning. 10, 15 minutes early in the morning. Do it. I guarantee you, your revenue would just grow like anything. 110% your revenue is going to grow. I guarantee you. When Pallavi says, I watch the recorded live trainings of Communication Mastery. Once you are doing it, once you are training your team on a daily basis, see, they need daily motivation. They need daily targets. They need people to be with them on a daily basis. They need that support. They need that conviction. They need somebody to tell them that, yes, I stand for you. They need that faith to come back again and again. They call somebody there, somebody does not take their call. Somebody says no, their confidence goes down, their motivation goes down. And that's exactly wherein you come into the picture. That's why I say to you, train your team daily. When you train your team daily, you would realize that your work is growing. Your energy is being transferred to your team is more motivated. Your team gets more energy. Your team gets more drive. Very important. Somebody has also written the right thing that you would also be able to get the right motivation and the right energy for yourself. I get it. When you train your team, when you push your team, when you are genuinely interacting with people, then what's going to happen is that even your team would get the results. Even your team would get that required motivation, would also get that required energy. So very powerful. And that's why it is critical that you train your team on a daily basis. Also, whenever you are training your team on a daily basis, one more thing that you need to introduce there is role play. Always have role play for your team. When you will have role play done, you understand role play? That one person is acting as a buyer, one person is interacting as a seller. You call them, you talk to them, you tackle all their objections. So when they are doing it, then what happens is then they get a knack of it and they start doing it more often. That's why it is very powerful and extremely important and also recommended from my side. Train your team on a daily basis and ensure that they are doing role play. The more role play they do, the more revenue is going to come in your organization. The more revenue they will also be able to generate for themselves. I also have a particular slide. I'll get that slide right now in front of you. Okay. So train your team on a daily basis. The task for you is importance of getting your team trained daily. Importance of getting your team trained daily.